Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to Live of Valley TV. It's a pleasure to always have you on this platform. So, today we're looking at something very critical: how parents or why parents must safeguard the destiny of their children. Are you a parent? Are you a mother? Are you a father? Are you a guardian? Are you an intending mother? Are you an intending father? Please sit down and listen to what I have to tell you. One of the very important roles given to parents or guidance, or now when I talk about parents, it could be you can parent someone physically or spiritually. You have people who stand in the place of spirituality over people who determine these are my spiritual children. You could be a clergy person, depending on where you find yourself. Even as a teacher, you're also a parent, even when you're not married, because those children you're teaching, they look up to you as someone who can direct them, as someone who has kind of a level of influence over them. Children are the gifts from God. Children are special beings. The children that we have or we see today, each of them have, from when they were born, they have a glorious destiny. But the problem is that while they are growing, a lot of things, get into them through influence, the societal influence, religious influence, people around them, educational influence, that some of them begin to lose touch of who they are. They begin to lose touch of who they are. For whoever who is standing the place of guardianship over a child, that child may even be an adult. So I want you to understand that you have a key role to play. How? By ensuring that that child walks in the right path. We have seen parents who they'll tell you, "Well, I'm trying, it's not working." Look for ways for it to work. Train your children properly. Train your children properly. Give in your best in the training of your children. It's not about going to expensive schools and going for holidays, giving them the best of food. It's about their morals. It's about character. It's about letting them know this is bad. It's about letting them know this is good. It's about letting them know the right things to do so that they can fulfill their destiny. You see, every child that goes astray, the parents, if you look at it critically, you will see that at one point or the other, their parents failed them. People who stand on that sphere of influence as guiding teachers fail them. Do you know sometimes a child will not stop on the first instruction, or you shout at a child, leave that place. The child will be looking at you. It means you need to keep repeating it. So don't get tired of scolding. Don't get tired of talking. Don't get tired of praying. Don't get tired of instructing. Don't get tired of directing. Don't get tired of what discipline them. Don't get tired of letting them know the effect of every decision they will take. As a parent, you must be involved in the life of your child. Know who your child is. Know what the kind of things to do. Be involved in the academics, be involved in their talent, be involved in everything they do. Why? When you are involved, you'll be able to understand what they are doing, and you're going to talk to them from the place of understanding. Sometimes many children don't even want to listen to what their parents are talking about. For example, you have a daughter who is into sports. You need to understand that sports for you to be able to have a meaningful conversation with that person. A child that is a sports person, or maybe a football, lover or fan of a football club, if it means for you to join that club, for you to start on the peripheral or the level of that football club to have conversation, then you begin to hit what you're saying. Many parents have left their role in training their children until that child is damaged, or at the point of damage, they begin to look out for third parties who contributed to the destruction of that child. He said, train up a child in the way that they should go, he or she will go. When they grow up, they will not depart from it. Even as a child is growing up, the rod of correction should not be far. You must be able to guide them. This is the right path. 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 We have seen instances even where in the course of life, maybe the both parents are no more together. It should not stop you from knowing what your children are doing. Be there for your children. No, be involved in their life. If you cannot handle training children, don't bring them forth. Don't bring them forth, because you will partake of the judgments against that child. Where that child brings shame, where that child, brings pain, you will partake. Don't be an absentee parent. Don't be a parent who feels they've grown up and they should be able to know what they should do. Don't be a parent that feels he's a grown up, you should be able to know what he or she should do. Be talking to them, be their friend, be involved, keep talking, keep praying, keep discipline, keep correcting, keep interacting. Many of these children run away from their parents because there is no common front. They are not discussing what they like. You don't even know what they love. You are not in that sphere. You don't even use their language. They don't understand you. If it means for you to go and learn the Gen Z language to speak to your child, for the child to hear, that's what you need to do. If it means for you to be on Google to search for the interest of your child, so you can begin to speak in the language that the child understands. Most parents just feel like, I've trained in school, I have done my bit. Training in school is different from character formation. Many a times, most people, yes, you go to school, they train you, character training is from the home. More. When you now get to school, they begin to build on what you have. That is why sometimes when you have good students or good children and they begin to interact with people who have bad character, they are influenced. You must watch out the kind of friends your children mingle with. You must watch out who their friends are, what interests them, who is their role model. In this time of everybody wants to follow a celebrity, everybody is following this and following this, you must know and see who they are following. Who influences their lifestyle? Who influences the type of life they live, their dressing, their mentality, their psyche, what they believe in, what their plans are. Sometimes you begin to ask a child, what do you want to become? They say, no, I just want to be a celebrity. Is that a profession? I just want to be known. Is it positively known or negatively known? Let's begin to put our eyes down, because if our children get it wrong, the effect will also come upon us. You will bear the brunt. Do not the talent that our children have, we must nurture it. Watch closely the nature, the type, who our children are. We must notice who are they, what do they represent, what are they growing into. You begin to notice bad, character behavior in the life of your child. You just, wave it off like whatever you see, you will reap the consequence. No. Do all you can to sieve that child away from bad influence, to take that child away from bad. Is it a school that is causing if you need to change the school, change the school. If you need to pack out from a neighborhood because the influence on your child is negative, pack out from that neighborhood. It is your future of that child you're preserving. It's the destiny of that child you're preserving. Your child comes back from school and begin to complain to you, mommy, this, daddy, this is happening. My friends are, you begin to notice that your child is beginning to speak in the language that is not uncut language. You begin to wonder, where are you learning this from? Don't keep calm. When people come to you and report your children that they are doing this, look, take it the criticism and siphon it. Is this true? Because sometimes those children pretend to you at home and become something else outside. Don't just say, hey, don't talk to my children. Don't say anything about my children. Is that not my child? Don't be too quick to defend your child. Take whatever it is, go home and sit your child down. Observe, discuss to know the truth. Many a times, many things our parents have looked over, or they've just not paid attention to, is what have destroyed the future of a child. You begin to notice certain talents in the life of a child. Help that child to nurture it and help that child to succeed in it. That your child is 30 does not mean you should not have a form of influence over your child. To be able to know that when your child remembers, mommy will not be happy, daddy will not be happy. And sometimes children also look up to us. What characters are we portraying for these children to see and say, wow, I want to be like my dad. I want to be like my mom. Or their role models, are they outsiders? You and I should be role models to them. We should be the first role models, not celebrities or people outside who do not even know closely. Pay attention to your children. Help them discover who they are. Help them nurture their talent. Help them nurture themselves. Help them become who God wants them to be. Don't leave them just like that. Punish when necessary. These days, sometimes you see that the way the world is going, it doesn't end in discipline alone. There must be an engagement. Some children will tell you, Mommy, I don't want to go to school. I want to play football. I want to go into music. How are you able to let the child know that this thing you're going to is good, though, but you need education? You need education to make it so that when you come out, you are world standard, you're global, you can interact, you know what you're doing. Your children are in the university, they are in the school. How often have you gone to even see what's happening over there? How often have you even discussed with them to know who are their friends, who are they in a relationship with, who is buying those gifts for them? Begin to see new things around them. Begin to ask, who is giving you? I know I didn't buy this. Or are you interested or happy when your child brings home money, or they buy cars, they buy phones that you cannot even afford, or even if you can afford it, you cannot even use it at that time because there are other pending things. Let us not be allowed the trends of the recent society or the world we are in to influence the children God has given you. Stamp your feet on the ground and be a father and be a mother who will stand to see that their children succeed. And as they are succeeding, that the enemies, that the devil, that bad people do not take them away from their place of glory. Fight for the glory of your children. Fight for the future of your children. Put your feet down. Let a child know who he or she is. Build their self-esteem beyond going to school, beyond giving them the best of life. Give them best morals. Let them know that even when mom is there or dad is not there, this is the right thing I should do. Be involved in their life. We owe our children that responsibility to be available, to be involved, to know what they are doing, to ensure they become that adult. Not just that, even that adult, to fulfill their destiny, to fulfill their goals and vision, their aspirations, to become better people in the society, and not people that make others cry, not people that bring pain, not people that bring disgrace. It's not still too late to embrace that wayward child. It's not still too late to sit down and begin to discuss with that child who has become a drunkard, that child who has become a drug addict, that child who is not into prostitution, that child who is doing a whole lot. It's not late to pray for that child. It's not late to talk to that child. It's not late to seek help. If they need to go to rehab, let them go. If they need to see a psychologist, let them go. If they need therapy, assist them. Don't give up on your child. Don't give up on people under you. Don't give up on people you have influence over. Try all you can to salvage their future, salvage their life, so that they become better persons. Because when there is the wrong, you will also bear the brunt. Children are the heritage of the Lord. And they've been given to us as caretakers, for us to guide them, let's do our job very well. It's not easy. Read books, go for seminars, read about 21st century parenting. What works in the 90s, 80s doesn't work now. Look at what are the 21st century parenting style techniques I need to utilize to ensure that my child is on the right track, that the future of my child is preserved, that my child is getting it right. See, this is a wake-up call. We have lost wonderful people across the globe, stars, because of one parents who are negligent, who are not intentional about securing their children, Being able to, even sometimes as a spiritual father, as a spiritual mother, being able to, even in the place of prayer, pray for your children. Wake up and tell your children, I see that place you're going to tomorrow, don't go there. We must be able to, let our children know what the source of their parents, in terms of knowing that their parents are Christians, their parents, whatever religion you are, and this is what we believe in, and I want you to walk in this direction. Not in the wrong way, but in the right way. In the right way. So that at the end of the day, we are paying, when we are to give account of the stewardship of our parenting, we should be proud to say, oh Lord, I did my best, and I believe my best was enough. Oh Lord, I did my best at least. Eli, got the punishment because the Bible said he tried. He spoke to his children, but the Lord said he didn't do so well. I expected more. I expected more. So God is expecting more from us as parents, so that we'll secure the future of our children, so that they will not waste on their watch. Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do that. And if you have comments, do drop them. If you have questions, to drop them. You will receive attention on them. Thank you very much.